Hello. Right, so I think I misjudged the weather. For some reason I thought it was going to be 11 degrees today. It's not, it's 14. And I'm slightly overdressed. I am wearing my shorts, but I've got my sister's sleeping bag coat on, which wasn't really necessary. But I'll just give you a slight rundown of my morning thus far. So the carer turned up really early, which I wasn't pleased about. She said she stayed at her mother's place, which is nearby. And so she came to us early, but considering I went out last night and I struggled to sleep because for some reason I just couldn't get warm. I did find a way of heating myself, and so by the time I fell asleep it was close to 3 o'clock or something like that. Hi, Rosemary. Right, woman from the gym, old woman. Yes, so I just about managed to get to sleep, and then I got ripped out of my sleep. So basically what I'm talking about is other people's consequences and inconsiderations. Right, so I mean, it wasn't necessary for her to come that time, but for her it's about starting as early as possible, finishing as early as possible. So it's the usual routine, 7 days a week. It was raining really hard when I got up, so obviously I wasn't going to go outside in it. But I had a slight issue going on. I left something in the washing machine last night when I went out, and went to take it out and found it hadn't spun. It was still wet. It was on one of the bathroom mats. So tried again, same result. So I thought, all right, the last thing I really want to do is contact the landlord to let him know the washing machine isn't working. So it was a case, if it's not working, I'm gonna need to find someone to fix it myself. So then on the third attempt, it actually did spin the mat. So loaded it up with some towels, and hopefully they would have finished washing by the time I get back. I'm walking back for exercise. Hopefully everything is all right in that department and the machine isn't. Maybe it just malfunctioned, but I'm hoping it isn't actually breaking down, because now is not the time really. I mean, is there ever a time for a washing machine to break down? But anyway, the time it spent me taking time to fix this thing or resolve the problem, it stopped raining. So I decided to come out specifically to pick up something for my sister. I needed to get sea moss for her, but the person I buy it from, she's only in the market on a Saturday and a Sunday. So I've got it. But anyways, that's not the point I wanted to make. I'm very much of the attitude that not necessarily specifically doing unto others as you would have done unto you, because I don't ask anything of anyone, except I'm not going to say to leave me in peace as such, but I mean, obviously I'm compromised because I'm looking after my sister. I'm compromised by the fact that, good luck with your lesson. I'm compromised by the little black boy about to have a guitar lesson. I'm compromised by the fact that I'm looking after her, and as such, I'm compromised by the time the carer comes. So I guess it's about consideration. So if I was the inconsiderate type, I wouldn't be out on the road getting sea moss for my sister, and I could pull the do unto others card, because I wouldn't expect anybody to go out on a mission specifically to get something for me. Don't get me wrong, in passing, if someone is going that way, like for example, I have a habit of asking my friend whenever I'm heading towards Balham if she needs anything. More often than not, she doesn't. But I ask her anyway, just in case. But she's not the type of person who would ever turn to me and say, can you get this and bring it for me? But there are people out there who would. They sort of just use people, always asking for favors and so forth. So it's just that really. I can categorically say that I don't put people out. I 100% don't do that. If there is something that I need doing, if I can't do it myself, I will pay someone to do it. But unfortunately, even at times when you're paying people to do things, they don't do it properly or they don't do it at all. It's just that really. So I'm just making that point that I'm not actually out on the road today for myself, and very often it's more about doing things for my sister. And also, as I said, right, with the carer coming at that time in the morning, 5:30. And I didn't get to bed until close to 3. And no one can argue with me and say it's your fault for going out. I'm entitled to do that. I'm a free agent. I can do as I please. Right, so the fact that I'm looking after my sister, that should be the thing that, I mean, hold on a second. Whenever I walk past people, I tend to lose my train of thought. It seems like I'm talking to myself. Yeah, the fact that I'm looking after my sister and have been doing so for 2.5 years, I think that demands, and I use the word correctly, demands some kind of consideration towards me. But it isn't forthcoming, and I don't force people to do anything that they would rather not do. But as they say, God isn't sleeping. Right? Pun intended. In the same way that I don't much get to sleep when I want to, the same way God isn't sleeping. So I'm going to leave that there as a thought. Take care. Have a nice Saturday. Bye-bye.